Alright, with no folks at Bull, Mugs1205 numbers after the name. A little Super Smash Brothers here on a Freestyle Friday, man. I wasn't sure what I was going to do once Dark Souls wrapped up. I still got some Dark Souls footage I got to put up over here, man. But I've been playing a lot of Smash. And I was like, man, I got to throw some Smash over here on the channel, man. The only problem with playing Smash is I do a lot of it portably. So, like, I don't actually sit down and record, like, all the footage. But my goal, and we'll see if we actually get there, my goal is to have videos on the channel for every character and just some, quick impressions over here on each kind of guy. And I'm going through classic mode with them. World of Light is kind of, I guess, the main mode, the single player mode. I enjoy the classic mode a lot more. I really like classic mode. I enjoy the challenge of it. I kind of like how it scales, like, the difficulty and whatnot. I think it's pretty cool, and trying to get your best, like, score on it and whatnot. And I've got a couple 9.9s. The first one I got was by accident, but afterwards I've actually been trying to play it out over there. I try to get most guys over 9. I don't really know what stipulation I'm going to have on the channel here. Obviously, I don't want to post crappy videos or anything about it, but I'm also not going to, like, post, like, just straight 9.9s all the time. Like, ish happens, and for a lot of these guys, it sometimes might be my first time, like, playing with them and stuff like that, which I think is good to kind of have those first impressions. But, I at least want to make maybe the bar like an 8. Like, I got to get like an 8. That's, like, kind of my minimum, because that's at least alright, but not crazy. This Pac-Man stage, by the way, sucks. Like, I mean, there's no other real way than I like it. It's fun. It's entertaining. I hate actually playing on it. Like, I'm not a fan of actually, like, playing on the damn stage at all. I like the concept of it. I like the idea. But then again, I guess I kind of feel like that in a lot of these NES stages. So, Mr. Game & Watch is the first character we're starting off here, and this Duck Hunt stage is also pretty wild. I didn't know that this Duck Hunt stage ended here. Just give you guys a little background where I'm at in Smash also as well. I played the hell out of the first one, then 64 one. I was a beast at that. Played a lot of Melee, world-class phenom, only defeated a handful of times, but when I did get defeated, damn, I got defeated. But we forgot about those, right? Those in the past. Played a little bit of Brawl. Brawl kind of came out in college. I didn't have a Wii and stuff like that, so I played it over at my boy's house a lot, but never really got into it. Eventually, I did get a Wii, and I did get Brawl, but I don't think I even unlocked all the characters. I wasn't, like, really that crazy into it. And the Wii U did not exist for me. I mean, I just kind of recognized that system was not, like, worth the money. Let me put it this way. I always thought the Wii U was good for what it was, but I just never was going to put that kind of money down. I'm like, hold up. Like, why am I going to pay all this cash for, like, something that's, like, not that great, and you can only play, like, Nintendo games? Nintendo wasn't pumping a lot of games out like that. I kind of passed on that. Same way that I kind of passed on the 3DS, and the 3DS ended up being pretty good. But, so, needless to say, I did not play the last 2 Smash Brothers, and even Brawl I wasn't too crazy at. So the last one I really dedicated my life to was Melee, and I really haven't spent as much time as, for example, I've spent with this game already with Ultimate since Melee. So, Game & Watch wasn't Melee, so I kind of know exactly how he played. He's had some slight changes, but for the most part, he's kind of the same character. But there's a lot of stages of stuff that weren't in there that I don't, like, even know about. I don't even know that's, like, fully existent over here. I got this crowd cheering over here. Game & Watch is tight, man. Like, he's a pretty damn good character, man. He's really strong. He's got a lot of those different moves. A little bit to luck, right? Like that magnitude move, for example, to me is kind of like a crapshoot. Sometimes you get magnitude like 10 and everybody dies, or sometimes you don't get it, and that's that. His classic mode is a little bit strange because you play in all these different, like, stages, and I don't even know, like, for example, this one, I think Mario's on my team, and I wasn't paying attention. I was like, all right, well, whatever, let's go Donkey Kong. It's cool. I love, like, the I was gonna say fan service, but just the respect that, like, Sakurai and his team have for, like, Nintendo's history and, like, the pairings and everything. They really let you know that they know the game, especially when you play, like, the World of Light. Like, some of the stuff that they do to get guys together is so impressive. You're like, whoa, like, they really thought about this, and they put this guy with this guy because of this guy. I was like, that is tight. So it's very well done, and same thing with this classic mode over here and what they do with Game Watch and whatnot. And this kind of killed me for a loop, man. One of the things that I hate in the classic mode is if there's going to be, like, these brawl ones where there's, like, a ton of people on the map, I prefer much more at the beginning of the damn thing, where it's not like these guys are scaled, like, to be so hard that they're going to kick my ass. Like, let me kick their asses, like, at the beginning, and then give me, like, a one-on-one that's a little bit harder. So that's why, like, I didn't want to put, like, an exact grade as to, like, what I wanted to hit with each of the guys. Eventually, my goal is hopefully down more on 9.9, but like I said, I play a lot of that portably and whatnot, so sometimes I might not even have an opportunity to record the footage when I get to 9.9, like the ones I've gotten, for example, and none of them have been recorded. But they exist, I think I put a picture on the gram, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you follow me on the gram, Muggles18205. That social media presence strong, except for, like, the fact that I don't post, like, every, like, 1,000 days over here. I mostly for always use like the gold for the continues. I only really use the ticket if I'm at the final boss and I'm at like a 9.8 or 9.5 or higher, and I'm like, oh, I'll roll the dice. Let's see what happens over here in terms of classic mode. So Game Watch is a pretty balanced character. His down A is pretty strong. His side A to me is pretty strong. It sometimes gets a little bit, I don't really know how to describe it. Sometimes it doesn't give you like the impact, like the kind of side smash that I expect to kind of like kill people with it. It kind of just lights them on fire. But either way, it does like a lot of damage. The running A movement to him also hurts like a lot, which is kind of thing what I limited these two guys with. And it hurts a lot for a lot of characters. And I honestly, it kind of caught me off guard. Just how good it was for like a lot of these characters. I was like, whoa, like this side A thing is like real. Like what the hell like is happening over here? I want to talk a little bit about bonus mode with these guys. Once again, you're not going to see the perfect like bonus mode run. I'm sure for some of these guys, I'm not even going to make it and whatnot. Game & Watch to me felt like one of the easier guys to use, and as you can see, I didn't even like play it that well with this guy. Kind of like clinging onto stuff and hitting stuff and all that jazz. But his attacks are strong. Like his base attacks are strong, so you feel you could do a little bit of damage, and he's pretty easy to control. Like he actually kind of goes where you expect him and you hope for him to go. It's just a matter of obviously playing just a little bit smoother than I'm playing. Like in this case over here, his up A confused me a little bit, and confused me a lot of characters where there is a standing up A and kind of like a hold up A or whatnot, like a single one up A, like a hold up A. So I think his side, like the one where you don't hold it or something like that, is just those flags. But he holds it, you get to like charge up like his helmet and whatnot, which is the one that I want to do pretty much 90% of the time. His down B, I don't 100% quote me on this, but like you collect stuff and you can build it up and whatnot, and kind of make it stronger and whatnot. His side B is the magnitude thing. His up A, his recovery to me in the map is pretty fair. Honestly, the recovery of most of these guys on all of these maps is pretty fair to me. I didn't really feel like I was getting cheated by any of the guys. I was actually surprised by some of the heavies this time around have some really good recovery. King of D has always been alright, but like King K. Rule's recovery is like wild, like kind of like crazy, like how good his like recovery is. Another key note if you're going to do well in these final in the classic mode, Crazy and Master Hand. I am so not good at them yet. I mean the number one thing that I don't do with these guys is dodge well enough to like fight them. I simply don't. As you see though, Game & Watch delivers like a ton of damage, so you can really put in work with Game & Watch, and you probably put in work even if you do like better attacks than the ones I'm doing. But I'm not good with these guys. I usually still die like once fighting them. I don't really necessarily try to focus on like on one guy, but if I get to the point like for example here where like one guy's like damn near like death or whatever, you best believe I'm focusing in on that one guy. And I'm like, we'll worry about the other dude later then. They're beatable. Their moves are, you know, a mix between like all the moves that they've had in the previous games and some. I'm just not like used to fighting these guys again. The boss that I find the easiest to fight probably right now is Dracula. I've really had like a pretty easy time fighting Dracula. Also the I don't remember his name right now, man, but huge pink dude or whatever. I think he might be from the Kirby universe. Kirby, nah. I can't remember what the guy's from. But that guy's like a beast as well. Galleon or something like that his name is. I'll look it up for the next video. But that guy I had like a little bit of easier time fighting again. And eventually I'll get better at like Crazy Hand and Master Hand over there. So to me, Game Watch is a character I'll definitely use. I'm not going to main him or anything like that. But to me, he's a very strong character to use because of the strength that he has in all his attacks, the variety he has in all his attacks, and the mobility. I feel like he's a pretty easy to control guy, and you could really pick and choose what you're using with him and kind of adjust and whatnot. His speed to me is pretty fair. His recovery is pretty fair. Everything about him is pretty solid. He's goofy, man. He's a little bit of a corny character. Not corny, but he's a little bit, you know, of a unique character and kind of funny in terms of him being like sideways and all that stuff in 2D. So I enjoy my time with Game & Watch. Make sure you give him a shot.